Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayet Shruti smriti purananam alayam karunalayam namami bhagavatpada shankaram lokashankaram shankaram shankara acharyam keshavam badarayanam sutra bhashyakrito vande bhagavanto punah punah. Sri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha. So in the last class we were saying there are 6 questions, Kimekam Devatam Loke, and the answer to all that question was Vishwam. So what is the Devatam? Vishwam. Kimvat Yegam Parayanam, what is to be attained finally? Vishwam. Iti Vishwena Visheshabdena Uchite iti Vyakhyatam. So I had commented earlier. And what is that Vishwam? What indeed is that Vishwam? Iti Akanshayam Aha. To that question, the answer is Aha. He tells Vishnu. So Vishnu is Vishwam. Tathaja Rigvede. In Rigveda there is a Vishnu Sukta. This is the third mantra of the Vishnu Sukta. Tamastotara Puryam Yathavida Ratasya Girbham Janusha Pipartana Asya Jananto Namachit Vivaktana Mahaste Vishnu Sumatim Bhajamahe. This is like Rudram for Vishnu. It's a very famous Vishnu Sukta. So he says, Ityadi Srudibihi. By this Rigveda Shruti, Vishnoho Nama Sankirtanam Samyak Jnana Praptaye Vihitam. So, Vishnoho Nama Sankirtanam, the recitation of Vishnu's name, Samyak Jnana Praptaye, to attain proper knowledge. Vihitam. Vihitam means it has been adjoined. Vihita means vidhi. So it is a kind of injunction. So if you want proper knowledge, then you have to chant Vishnu's name. Mostly all our knowledges are not proper. We really don't know things or tato mam tattvado jnatva. One who understands me in tattva. Tato yanti paramgatim. Then he attains the truth. So knowing everything tattvataha, meaning as it is, that is a very difficult thing. So generally when you see an ornament, you don't see gold. You see the bangle. But it is not bangle. It is gold. For understanding that, so if you have objectivity, you will see gold. If you have objectivity, you will see mud, not the pot. So the problem with looking at the pot is, it will become a very subjective reality. Then you will think about the color of the pot, whether it is artistic or not. All this will come. But if you are able to see the mud in it, then you are seeing it as it is without you being in between the object and the perception. So that is called Samyak Jnanam. Tattva means Tasya Bhavaha, as it is. So when you hear Vishnu, proper Jnanam is not happening. Vishnu is not being understood as he is. The main reason for this is because of the mind's incapability of perceiving subtle things. Vishnu is a very sukshma vastu. It is not gross. So in order to understand that sukshma, you need sukshma drishti. And what is preventing you from sukshma drishti? Mandhyam or mudhata. It is like that 3 mental states, tamasic, sattvic and rajasic. So the tamasic mental state, what happens is the mind is very dull. Though it hears the word, it doesn't penetrate the outer layer. It doesn't go to the actual surupa of the vastu. And that is because the mind naturally is not tamas. Mind does not have any quality of its own. It is called chittam. And chittam is the natural state of chittam. Surupa of chittam is samprajnata. That's what they say. It's full of prajna. It's extremely powerful. It's almost godlike because it is chit pradibimba. It is a reflection of God. But these three states, one of it has to get. And when it becomes very manda modhya, it won't be able to perceive objects as it is. So what keeps the mind from perceiving the objects is mandhyam or tamas. It is considered to be an impurity. Any guna is like a contamination. So by doing karma, this contamination is eradicated. And what is the karma? Vishnu Sukta repetition or prayer. Even bhakti is also a karma. Bhakti is like repetition of God's name. That is also a karma. So when this karma is done, then the mind becomes qualified. How does it become qualified? It gets back to its original nature, which is prajna. The original nature of the mind is, it is clear. It is capable of clearly perceiving finer objects. Manasa manute. It is understood by the mind. Mind alone can understand it. But the refined mind. So that is what the Veda is telling, that in order to understand properly, so normal understanding is always there. Vishnu means you understand some Vishnu. Kamala Pillai's son or somebody. You get some idea as an object. But the real Sukshma Darshanam happens only for the refined mind. And that refinement happens by chanting Vishnu Sukta. That's what the Veda says. So he's now commenting on the word by word, he's telling the meaning of the Veda, Shankara himself. So how did the Veda start? It said, Tamus Totaraha Purvyam. Tamu means Tameva. U is Eva. U means indeed. It's a Vedic style of telling. In normal Sanskrit we say Tam. They say Tam U. That U is added. It's a Vedic, in Vedic parlance. So Tamu means Tam Eva. Stotaraha, people who recite the hymns. Purvyam. Purvyam means Puranam, means the ancient one. So Vishnu has no beginning. He is the ancient one. Anadinidhanam Vishnu. He is the one without any end or beginning. So Puranam. Purvyam means Puranam. After that, Yathavida in the Veda. Yathavida means Yatha Jnanena, Vidu Jnane. Yatha Jnane means properly they understood. Satyasya Garbham, Ritasya Garbham, that is a Veda. Ritasya means, Ritam means Satyam. Satyasya Garbham means Rahasyam. Garbham means something inside the, is once secretively. It is not obvious. You have to look for it and repeat again and again. By abhyasa practice you see. That is why it is Garbham. Ritasya Satyasya Garbham. In the Veda, what was the verse? Tamu Srotaraha Purvyam Yathavidaha Ritasya Garbham. So Ritasya Garbham means Shankara writes Satyasya Garbham, the secretive truth. After that, Janusha Pipartana. He says, Janusha Pipartana, he says, Janma Samaptim Kuruta.
I don't know where we are. Sorry.
Okay.
It's page 50, right? You're in page 45. I thought you were in page 50.
We were going to start from here.
No problem. I'll underline it. Okay, right? I can underline.
I thought we had to start there. That's where I put my mark.
I thought it was in page 52 last time we left. We are in 44 on this. I thought we were in, unless on my phone the pages numbers were different.
I think he's ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
right here where I have underlined. Yeah. I'll read it. See, Asya Jananto.
Okay.
Asya Jananto means, Asya means A-asya. A-asya is Asya.
Okay.
Janantaha means knowing. Knowing him, Vishnoho, of Vishnu, Asya Janantaha, Nama Chit Vivaktana. Nama means name. Chit, some of them, Vivaktana, they avoid, they don't chant. So Shankara says, Anye vadantu mava. Vivaktana means they might tell it or might not tell it. Vayantu, but we, Mahaste Vishnu Sumutim Bhajamahe. We indeed recite his name. So all of them who know might not recite it. Everyone might not be interested in engaging themselves in knowing Vishnu. But we, on our part, we are not going to sit idle. We will recite and Sumutim Bhajamahe. Sumati means Shobhanam Mahaha. So, one who is pure brilliance. Shobhanam means brilliance. Mahaha means great. One who is great brilliance, Vayam Bhajamahe, we devote unto. And this is the Abhipraya of the Shruti. So what the Shruti says is, everyone might not be interested in this, but we one-pointedly are going to engage and find out what he is. And that Samyak Jnana Prapti will happen only by the recitation of the name. Why he is quoting Rigveda? Just to say that chanting the Vishnu's name is also Veda Vihitam. So, yeah, generally people think that it is all Puranic. It's chanting, doing bhajan and everything. They might think that this is for people who are very, who are of inferior, or not capable of understanding. So even if you read all the Gita and the Vedas, still it's human mind. It is the same tamas. So it is not capable of understanding Sukshma. And even if after understanding, that understanding can be perfect or not, that is also questionable. Hence, Samyak Jnana Avapte. Knowing is done by everybody. But Samyak Jnanam is Yathartha Jnanam, Tattvataha Jnanam. Knowing as it is. So when you see the book, you have to see it as, without any color to it. So that is called Samyak Jnanam. That happens only by Nama Sankirtanam. Not Sankirtanam, by Parayanam. By Parayanam.
So when you say Parayanam, which, I mean, is there just any Vishnu Parayanam, any this thing, or since we have to read?
Here in the Vedic Stotras, hymn, that whole hymn itself is the Parayanam. Like we say Sahasra Shirasha Purushaha. Like that, this is a Rigvedic Vishnu Sukta. This is the third hymn. The hymn itself they repeat. So it is the repetition of the hymn itself. So he has given basically the authority of the Shruti in chanting Vishnu's name. Now he is going to tell the meaning of the word Vishnu. After telling the authority of chanting, repetition, saying the meaning. Now all the Sanskrit words, they all come from a root. Like the word Rama comes from Rama. Rama meaning also is there. Rama Kridayam, someone who is playful, one who plays in the heart of yogins. That is the meaning of Rama, Ramate. It is also for women, they say Rama. If it is elongated feminine, it is women. It is Hraswa, then it is masculine. This is song by Tyagaraja Swami. Rama ani Chapalakshuluku Peru. So Rama is the name of women, and Chapalakshi means whose eyes are fickle. Fickle, yeah, like Chanchala. So you are also very fickle. You don't come when I call you. He scolds him, Tyagaraja. So like that, every word has got a root, dhatu, and it has a meaning. So like that, the word Vishnu can have two possible roots. One is Vishya, like Shankara, another is Vish like Shanmukha. SH and S. So first he is dealing with Vishnu. So Vishnu can come from two roots. Like the word yoga, it can come from two roots. Usually samadho, yoga can mean samadhi. Usual yoga, it can just mean union. When you say samyoga, there is no samadhi. Just combination, union of two. So the same word can come from two roots sometimes. So there are 3,300 roots total. And there are words with multiple roots. So Vishnu has two roots. One is Vish. Vish means Veshtane. Veshti means that you wrap around your body. It's called Veshti in Telugu. Cloth. So here it means Vyapnodi, one who covers the entire world. How does Vishnu cover the entire world? As consciousness. How come he covers everything? How can consciousness be everywhere? Just like in your dream state, who is pervading all your dream? Who is there in your dream? You are there. You are here. You are asleep. Your senses are not with you. You don't have a body. You are in Bombay suddenly. And the next moment you are back when your wife wakes you up. So in that dream, you lost time, you lost space, you lost objects. You lost division between the knower and the known. Knower, known, everything you are. So what is the reason for that dream state? It is nidra. It is sleep. Nidra is like the moodhavastha. That is a ajnana vritti. In that, you won't be conscious at that time that you are dreaming. If you have that slight feeling that you are dreaming, that means the wakefulness has started. So in that dream state, you are pervading the whole experience. You don't need anything else. You don't need any external agency. Similarly, in our waking state, this is as though it is Vishnu's dream. In fact, he is conscious. So that consciousness, just like Nidra is the locus of your experiences. All your experiences happen in your dream state and you are the locus as a witness. Similarly, Vishnu is the locus for all our waking experiences. That is how he is Veshti. That's how he is covering up.
Shuklambaram.
Ambradaram.
Like you explained right in the beginning.
Right. Shuklambradaram. Yes. Yeah. One who, Ambaram means sky. Shukla is white. So he is enveloping the whole thing. That's what he is saying. Veveshti Vyapnodi. Vyapnodi means Vyapaka. All pervasive. Iri Vishnuhu. That is one meaning. How do you know it is that meaning? He says, Visher Vyapya Vidhayano Nuk Pratyandesya Rupam Vishnuriti. Because I am taking Vish Dhatu. Vish means Vyapti. The meaning of the Vish Dhatu is Vyapti. Like Ramu means Krida. Yuju means Samadhi. Like the Vish means Vyapti. That is the meaning of the Dhatu. That is the meaning of the verb. Of the infinitive. That's what they say. Like to go. Going, gone, everything comes from to go. So that is the infinitive. Similarly, Vish is the infinitive for Vishnu. And what is the meaning of Vish? Vyapti abhidhayano. Abhidhaya means meaning. Meaning of the Vish is Vyapti, to pervade everything. And then there is a suffix to it, Nuk. So Vish, Nuk. That becomes Vishnu. And No Naha. Nakara becomes Nakara. And Ik is called an Id Pratyaya. Tasya Lopaha. The Ta goes away. Then it becomes Vishnu. It's all grammar. So Vishnu Nuk becomes Vishnu finally. Tasya Rupam Vishnuriti. And what is the meaning of Vishnu? Desha Kala Vastu Paricheda Shunyaha. Just like you in the dream, he doesn't have limitations of time, space or object. It is like sky here and sky outside. We are saying outside, but really there is no difference between the space here and the space outside. The space outside and the space here is the same space. Just because you put a wall, that space doesn't become two different spaces. Just like that, Vishnu also, he cannot be separated by time, space and objects. You cannot put a limitation to him. Desha kalu vastu paricheda shunyaha. That is the meaning of Vishnu. And, now, one of the students is asking, how do you know that, Shankara? Then he says, Mahabharate, I have an authority. It is already explained by Vyasa in Mahabharata. Vyapte me rodasi partha krandischa bhyatika sthita kramana chapyaham partha vishnuritya bisamjnataha. Krishna says to Arjuna. He likes Pritha, that is Kunti. So he always calls him Partha. He calls him twice in this sloka. Me rodasi vyapte krantischa abhyatika sthita. I am pervading the sky as well as the earth. The space as well as the earth I am pervading. Kramana acha. Not only that, I also envelop everything. Ataha Vishnuhu iti abhidiyate. That is why I am called Vishnu. Krishna himself says. So Shankara quotes him. So I am not making it up. Krishna already told this to Partha. Iti Mahabharate Shanti Parvani. Now, Mahabharata I won't accept because it is just a itihasa. Give me Vedic authority. So he comes with that now. Brihan Narayane, there is a Mahanarayana Upanishad. He says, Echa kinjit jagat sarvam drishyate sruyate piva antarbhisya tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. Antaha, inside, bahihi, outside, vyapya, pervading, narayanaha sthitaha. So Veda also says that. Hence he is Vishnu. Ityadi Shrutehe. So Shruti is also there. What is the next word?
Vishateva.
Vishateva. Okay. So now Vish means to encompass. Right. Now he's taking the second meaning, Vish, like Shiva. That was Shanmukha Shah. This is Sha, like Shiva. So Vish means Pravesh. Pravishati. Vishati means enter. One was encompassing, the other is entering inside. That is the next meaning he is giving. Can you read that? My thing is blacked out.
Vishateva. Nuk
Pratyantam Rupam. Vishnuriti. So if not Vish, even if you take the Vish, then also you can get the same form Vishnu. But then the meaning will change because the dhatu has changed. For Vish the meaning was Vyapti. For Vish the meaning is Pravesha. So the meaning has become now Pravesha. How do you say that Vishnu means Pravesh karta hai, one who enters everything? So he will quote now Vishnu Purana. Yasmad Vishtamidam. Is that the correct one? Yasmad Vishtamidam Sarvam Tasya Shaktya Mahatmanaha Tasmade Vochyate Vishnuhu Visherdhato Praveshanat. He is called Vishnu because Praveshanat. He enters everything. What does he enter? Yasmad Idam Sarvam. All this, you see, all this that is perceived by you is entered by him. How does he enter? Like one person cannot enter everywhere. Tasya Shaktya, by his powers. What is his power? Bodha, consciousness. With that he enters. Iti Vishnu Purane. So that is the second meaning. So that is the end of Vishnu.
So the first one is he encompasses, and the second one he
Enters.
is the conscious.
He is the Antaryami. He is inside everything. Inside everything.
Conscious of in every being.
Yeah.
Everything.
But when you say he enters something, then you are implying that something exists and he enters it. But
Correct.
that is not true.
Right.
The fact that he has created it, it is him. So
Yes.
you are saying that it is similar to the dream where there is no difference. It's not that you enter a house in your dream. The house is already in your dream.
That's why he is saying the Shaktya. Shakti means Maya. Maya. So, Vishnu is the only thing. There is nothing else other than Vishnu, right? But he, with his Maya, as though he enters. It is like the space entering the pot. The space entering the pot means the space doesn't move. He does not really move. Without moving, he enters. Yesterday's class also we were talking about that For saying you don't need an effort.
Yeah.
So in the Tamil book Tirukkural, he says that Agara Mudala Ezhuthallam Adi Bhagavan Mudatre Ulahu. Whole world was created by God effortlessly, just like all letters begin with A. For saying you don't need any effort. Similarly, Bhagavan created the whole thing just by wishing, by Sankalpa. He is called Satya Sankalpa. So he entered means just like that Ishavasya mantra. Tadejati Tannejati. Tadejati means it enters. Tannejati means it doesn't enter. Tad Dure means it is distant. Tad Antiye means it is near. Tad Antarasya means it is inside. Tatu Bahya means it is outside. So how can it all be at the same time? Meaning it's everywhere anyway. But because we are wishing to read about him, he breaks himself as though. So all is, that's why you simply said Tasya Shaktya. He is capable of. I think I also said about Pradibimba Nyaya in the class. Like the sun is there distant. You have 1000 pots, many pots with water. The same sun is reflected in each pot. So the sun has entered in each pot as though. Sun has actually not entered, but he appears by Maya, by his Shaktya. So hence Vishati means as though he has entered. Iti Vishnu Purane. That is why our knowledge, whenever we confront one object, if you just look at that object, that is called Tattvam. But because of memories, there will be, that's what they call Pandas, Pandita. Pandita means one who has collected all the memories there with him. So anything he has to have a reference point. If you say, then he will suddenly, that is called Panda. Huh?
He has to connect
it and be comfortable with that connection. So then only problem with that is the tattvam will be lost sometimes. What will happen that there might not be a connection. If there is a connection, then all is fine. It's all mind games.
So could we also say that in terms of, right, even somebody who is knowledgeable, right, he can only correlate what knowledge he has, but what he doesn't have will be then when we talk of a pandit or a panda, right, we talk again with respect to knowledge, right? So he can connect anything back to the knowledge he has, right? Like what Shankara is saying, connecting it to either some of these. And if there is no connection, then
no, he is giving authority. See, so all knowledge has to be samyak, proper knowledge, pramanika. How is a knowledge pramanika? When you prove that it is true, when you prove that it is not untrue, you have to prove it is not untrue, and you have to prove it is true. So that is what he says.
So, but in this case, Shankara, nobody questions the authority of the Vedas, right? So that's where it starts. We take it as a fact. and that's the basis of our entire thing, right?
Right.
The
Yes.
conversation, right? So we take the Gita, those things as facts, and then we take it from there as a contextual with reference to those set of facts.
Correct. See, that's why they say Shraddhavan labade jnanam. Who will get jnanam? A person who has got Shraddha. Shraddha and patience, both. What is Shraddha? Shruti Guru Vakyeshu Vishwasaha. So that whatever the Shruti and Guru says is true. So that accommodation, they have to accommodate that. Otherwise, that knowledge will not arise. I don't want to say anything wrong. That is my policy. Now this Vishnu is over. Vishnu had two meaning. One is all-encompassing. Next was entering inside. Yeah. So Vishwam Vishnuhu over. What is the third one? Vashatkaraha. Vashatkaro. So Vashatkara is actually like there are three or four things we use in worship. In normal temple worship we use Namaha. And when you do Shraddha for ancestors, we use Swadha. And when you worship fire, gods through fire, you use Swaha. And fire also there are two kinds. Vedic fire and Smriti fire. For Smriti fire we use Swaha. For Vedic fire we use Vashatkara.
So what are the difference between the two fires? What is the Vedic and the Smriti fire? I don't know.
No problem. Smriti fire is there are two kinds of karma. Smarta karma and Srauta karma. Srauta karma is a karma that which is enjoined in the Veda itself. Like Vedic mantras like Trayambakam Vajamahe. That Mahamrutyunjaya, that is a Vedic injunction because it is in the Veda. But then there are also like Yadevi Sarvabhudeshu Matrurupena Samstada Namastasye 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 Namaswaha. You do that. And that is not Shruti. What is that? That is Smriti. It's Markandeya Purana. It happens to be in Chandi, Saptashati, in Markandeya Purana. So that is Smarta. That is from the Smriti. The Trayambakam Vajamahe was from Yajurveda. That is the Shruti. So there are karmis who do karmas, who do Smarta karmas and Srauta karmas. Srauta karma requires reading of all the three Vedas. So they are called Agnihotri. Okay. What are they called? They are called Agnihotris. So that is what I was saying. When I was married, I was doing that with Kalpana. So Agnihotris, they had to perform Agnihotra. They had to have a cow. They had to take the fresh milk and offer it to Agni in the night because there is no Surya. And morning they had to offer it to Surya. Takes about 45 minutes, the whole karma. Every day they had to observe. They are called Srautins, Srotriya. People who are doing Vedic karma. The other guys, Namastasya Swaha, they are the Smartas, or one who do Smriti karmas. So when you are offering the Smriti offerings, you say Swaha into Agni. Same Agni, you say Vashat.
Then you are doing
Srauta karma. Shruti based actions. So here Vishnu Sahasranama is saying Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaraha. Because you have to go from the hierarchy. First he said Vishwam. Vishwam means all this. What is all this? He said it's Vishnu. So who is the Ishtadevata for Vishnu Sahasranama? Vishnu.
Vishnu.
Actually, it is Krishna. I will prove that later. So, but Vishnu is the Devata. Now, when God created this universe, He also created Dharma. What did He create? Dharma. Why did He create Dharma? Because Dharma means law. So, when you create an institution, you have to have laws. If you don't have laws, the institution will fall down. That's why when Shankara established Advaita, he also established that 4 mathas and Dasanami Sampradayas, several things he established to make sure that all the nut and bolts is tight, foolproof. Similarly, Prajapati, when he created this world, he also created Yajna. How do we know? The Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, 4th verse. Sahayajna praja srishtva purovaja prajapati anena prasavishuddham eshavostishta kamadhuk. The Gita. So Kamadhuk means Kamadhenu. This Yajna is your Kamadhenu. What is Kamadhenu? It will give you whatever you want. So this Yajna means sacrifice. Yajna means sacrifice. So that is the first law. If you don't sacrifice, you cannot sustain. No institution can be sustained without sacrifice. So the first thing he created when he created this universe was Yajna. Then what did he say? Devan bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantu vaha. You propitiate the devatas with yajnas and let that devatas propitiate back you, bless back you. Anena prasavishyadhum. Like that you have to increase. Parasparam bhavayantaha. Parasparam, mutually. Sreyaha param avapsyada. Sreya means moksha. Finally, till moksha I had to do this. That was the rule he created. That is why he is saying Vashatkara. So this Yajna is so important in Hinduism. In Sanatana Dharma cannot sustain itself without Yajna. Yajna is very important. And Shankara did revive those practices. Shankara revived Varnashrama Dharma, Yajna. Not only Shankara, there was another great saint who revived Varnashrama Dharma. His name was Jnaneshwar Maharaj. Shankara was 12 when he wrote Bhagavad Gita, because his lifespan was only 16. And Jnaneshwar was 14 years old when he wrote it. Jnaneshwar was excommunicated by his contemporary Brahmins. His father had accepted sannyasa and he had married. So that is a big no-no. He cannot accept sannyasa and come back. So, but his father was very knowledgeable. He knew the Vedas. So he had 4 children. One Mirabai, one Nivritinath, Jnaneshwar.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, so these 4 children, he taught them the Vedas. He taught Jnaneshwara the Vedas. So he learned everything from his dad. And his dad also, because he was heartbroken by this excommunication by this community, both of them died or committed suicide. The children are only like 12 years. And when he was 12 years, this Nivritinath is 14 years and he wanders into a cave in search of food. There he finds Adinath, who is the Kashmir Shaivism, the first guru. Accidentally, and he gets initiated into that philosophy. And Nivritinath teaches Jnanadev about that. And he also teaches him the Bhagavad Gita and asks him to write a commentary. So he writes this commentary in Marathi. The whole Gita commentary is written in Marathi, but in no way he goes against Yajna. Nowhere he goes against Varnashrama Dharma. He exactly follows the Vedic, though he has been excommunicated by the community. Because truth does not change. So, and then by 19 he's done, 19 or 21. He like just like Raghavendra Swami, he commits Jiva Samadhi. He goes into the Guha and covers himself up. So Yajna is a very, very important concept. Slowly you have to get this.
I don't Ganeshwari, even in Shirdi Sai Baba Satcharitra, they keep saying that Shirdi Sai Baba used to have people read Gyaneshwari
Yes.
as their...
Because Jnaneshwari is written in Marathi.
Jnaneshwar Jeevan.
No, Gyaneshwari is his commentary on Bhagavad Gita.
Commentary.
Yeah.
It's called Gyaneshwari, I think, if that is...
The first 40 verses, it just talks about Ganesha. Because Ganesha is very big in Maharashtra, Ashtavinayak Peeth.
Yeah.
So he says that Ganesha's big ears is Mimamsa. And his tusk is Tarka. And his two hump here is Dvaita and Advaita. So it's a beautiful, the whole scripture, all the Puranas, everything is brought in Ganesha's form by Jnaneshwar. And it's very musical as well. They have abhangs and everything by Jnana. It's called Varkari Sampradaya. Because the Tanjore, it was ruled by Marathi kings. They brought Pandits from there and trained people in Tamil Nadu to sing in these abhangs. And still they have their sampradayas going on. So while he was alive, he underwent a lot of trouble and there was no so-called seeming human happiness. But human happiness is called Vishayananda. Vishayan Vishavat Tyaja. That's what Ashtavakra says. So if you want to enjoy Atmananda, you need to give up sensual pleasures. That is the price you have to pay. Because all happiness is very binding. Pain is not binding. Why? Because nobody wants pain. But pleasure is binding. Pleasure, you will think you have earned it. You will think that you have earned it because of your punya. And that will keep you bounded. That is how Maya gets you. Maya does not get you with pain. In fact, that is what Kunti says to Krishna. In Bhagavatam, she says, Santume vipadas shashvat apunar bhavaya. If I get constantly dangers, then I will have a chance to look into moksha. I will get freedom from rebirth that way. She is the only one who prayed for pain. Nobody in Hinduism. No one else. Only Kunti. She is famous for that. For asking for pain. That is because pleasure will keep us blinded. So, yajna, the concept of yajna is so important for Vedic philosophy. What do you say? Sustainability of the world. Yes. The world can be sustained only by protecting people who perform Vedic rituals. That is why when we finish the class, we say, Go Brahmanebhyo Shubhamastu Nityam. Why? Because Go, only cow, it gives everything we needed for yajna. We need curd, we need ghee, we need milk, we need cow dung, the bhasma. That is made by pure cow dung. What they do is an Agnihotra, the husk of the paddy, they heap it, and after the Agnihotra ritual is over, they put wet ball of cow dung into it. The wet ball can give white bhasma.
Oh.
And that is what they use for as prasada later. So without cow, they cannot perform sacrifices. And if you do sacrifices, Tirukural, he says, in Tirukural, he talks about sacrifices. Tupparku tuvum malai. If you do these sacrifices skillfully, you will get rain. That is what Krishna also says. The Devas will bless you means they will bless you in the form of
Rain.
Yeah. It is not that Vedic sacrificial sacrifices alone will get rains. Even any prayer can get rain. It is seen as an omen in temple Kumbhabhishekams.
Yeah.
In Africa, there are tribes which pray.
Pray for rain.
They dance. They do some dancing, and
The rain comes.
so any pure supplication of your mind. But the Vedas have codified it. They have very clearly put a step-by-step procedure for that. So that is what the Bhagavad Gita keeps saying. You do yajna Jnana yajna, dravya yajna, tapo yajna. But without yajna, you cannot. Yajna is basically, what is yajna? Yajna means devatodeshena dravya tyagaha. In yajna there will be three things. One thing will be yajna vedi. You need a place.
Yes.
And in order to sacrifice, you need a sacrificer. And then you need a devata to whom you are
Offering.
And then there is the mantra. That mantra is Vashatkara. You have to, you will hear a lot about yajna if you are learning the Upanishads. The Upanishads, there will be a lot of imageries about yajnas. So Vashatkaraha. That's the first he said Vishwam, then Vishnu, now Vashatkaraha. So Vashatkara, what is Vashatkara? Let us look at it. Iruddeshena adhvare. Adhvara means yajnam. Adhvaryu is a person who does yajna. There are 4 people who does yajna. An Ajurvedi, he is called an adhvaryu. A Rigvedi, he is called a Ritvik. A Rigvedi is called Ritvik. Aparna Kudukeda, some...
Lata.
Lata.
Okay.
Lata Raju.
Right.
Temple Kochi.
Oh, no.
volunteers at
Yes, he comes. Sandwich project. So, Rigveda is Ritvik. The Rigveda Purohit. The Yajurveda Purohit is called Adhvaryu. Adhvara means Yajna. So, Yajurveda has got all the mantras for Yajna. Hence, the Yajurveda will be Adhvaryu. He will be the officiating priest. And Ritvik will be Rigveda. And Udgata, the one who sings, he is the Samavedin. And the Atharvavedin will be the Hota. He will be simply doing the Homam. So these are the 4 priests. So that Adhvaryu does these things in Adhvara. That's what he is saying. Edudveshena Adhvare, in whose Uddesha, intending to whom, Adhvare in Yaga, Vashat Kriyate. This Vashatkara is done. Saha Vashatkaraha. So that Vashatkara is a mantra. That is one meaning. Then he is saying, Yasmin Yajneva Vashatkriya Sa Vashatkaraha. It is not the mantra, but in which yaga this Vashatkara is used, that is called Vashatkaraha. So there is a second meaning. First meaning is the mantra, second meaning is the karma. The act itself. That is Vashatkaraha. How can you say that? How can you change the meaning like that? He quotes the Yajurveda. Yajno vai Vishnuhu. He says Vishnu is verily Yajna. Vishnu himself is the yaga. He is non-different from the karma. How can Vishnu be karma? Because when you do an investment, you don't know the outcome. Whatever action you do, 15 years you bring up a child. It's constantly telling, be a doctor, be a doctor. But then he says, I want to be something else. So who does that? Vishnu. So Vishnu is the person, karma means he acts in the form of karma. Karma, as you know, it is a totality. Whatever he has is carrying forward. Hence Vishnu is Yajna. Vishnu is the karma himself. It is through their Yajno Vashatkaraha. Yena Vashatkaradi Mantratmanava Devan Prineti Savashatkaraha. Or it is the process of propitiating the gods. That ritual itself is Vashatkara. That is the meaning. And finally, Devatava. Vashatkara means Devata himself. How do you know that? Again, he quotes the Veda. Prajapatischa Vashatkarascha. Prajapati himself is Vashatkara. Now Brahmaji has become Vashatkara. So these are the 4 meanings of the word Vashatkara. Take it very slowly, this Vashatkara. Because when you say Vashatkara, Vishnu is present there. That's what they say in the Veda. Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaraha. When you say that, he is there.
Sounds like Brahmarpanam Brahma. Sounds like.
Yes,
Sounds like.
it is that. Exactly. Absolutely. He is Havi, he is Ahuti, he is Yajna, everything he is. Yeah, that is what. Now this Vashatkara, it is offered in 17 different stages. There are 17 offering which is done. First they say Asravaya, then they say Astu Sraushat, then they say Eja Mahe, then Vashat. Finally they say Vashat. So that is what he is now quoting. Chadurbhischa Dvabhyam Panjabirevacha Huyatecha Punardvabhyam Same Vishnu Prasidatu. That Vishnu, maybe he will be pleased with me if I offer him 4 times first, again 4 times, then 2 times, then 5 times, then finally 2 times. Swaha. With that 17 offerings, let him be pleased. This is done by the Srautis, the Agnihotris. They do this offering monthly.
So why these numbers? That sounds
4,
very...
4, 5.
Mantras. Asravaya Chaturbihi. Astu Sraushat. That is
Under 4.
4.
4, 4. 2. Then the other 2.
Ye Ja Ma He 5. Like that.
Okay.
So those mantras, the 4-lettered mantra, 4-lettered mantra, 2-lettered mantra, 5-lettered mantra, and finally Swaha 2-lettered mantra. So these 17 mantras. With that, let Vishnu be pleased. And this 17 letters mantra cannot be offered just like that. It is preceded by a lot of elaborate rituals.
What we are seeing as a single letter is actually a mantra.
Right. Ityadis smritehe. So it is all, smriti means Mahabharata. So this is the meaning of Vashatkaraha. So we finished Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro. We'll do it in the next class.
So he takes a lot of things from Bhagavad Gita also. He quotes a lot from Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
Including Vedas.
Yes. Bhagavad Gita, actually every verse from the Bhagavad Gita is from the Veda.
Interesting. Very interesting.
They say that Sarvo Upanishito Gavaha Dogdha Gopal Nandanaha Partho Vatsaha Sudhihi Bhokta Dugdham Gitamrutam Mahate. Gitamrutam is Dugdham. It is a milk. Where does the milk come from? From the cow. What are the cows? Sarvaha Upanishadaha. All the Upanishads are cows. And who is the one who is milking it? Gopala Nandana, Krishna. He is the one who is milking the cows. And who is the calf? Because without the calf, the cow will not let the milk out. Parthaha.
Arjuna.
And who is the drinking? Sudhihi. Intelligent people, wise people. They get to drink it finally. First Partha drank it, finally we all get to drink it.
There was another question and I couldn't have an answer for that. My son was asking me, right? We were talking about cow being important and all that, right?
Yeah.
So, and it could be silly, very silly question, but you were saying, right, even in India today when buffaloes have the same thing, but we don't give that much importance to buffaloes as much as we give to cows.
Right.
He says, buffalo gives you the same thing, like the milk, because most of the milk we
See,
get.
mortality rate for children were very high in India. And the Ayurveda, the substitute of mother's milk is cow's milk.
Cow's milk.
They could give goat milk, it's very light. But they did not prefer that.
No.
So it has a lot of medicinal properties. They have found out that it has some kind of enzymes which it is very beneficial for your stomach. And even children can digest it. So probably it will give indigestion for gods if you give buffalo's milk.
So it could be something like that. you're saying.
Yeah,
More
gods,
buffaloes.
gods, they really consume whatever you offer. So they might not like it because we don't know. All this is called apurva. Whatever the Vedic injunction we follow. It all has some logic. Like I am talking about some modern science. They won't say all these things, Panditjis.
Yeah.
But we are trying to show Shraddha and support the Vedas, right? But I think buffalo's milk, it is very good for dulling you up. It can really dull you. There was a very great poet called Naishadha. So he wrote a poetry first and people couldn't understand it. It was so hard, Sanskrit. So he drank buffalo's milk for 1 month and again wrote it. to mellow down. That's what they say.
Oh my God. Okay, interesting.
No, you can actually research and find out whether this buffalo milk is very heavy in fat, and it can be very dull. It can really make dull. And it is a very common thing to drink cow's milk every night before you sleep to develop your brain. It's an Ayurvedic thing. It's not modern science. But every Desi people, they used to do this for intelligence. They used to say that if you eat lady's finger, you can do math.
Yeah.
If you drink cow's milk, you will be brainy. They used to say all that. Same thing, they used to say that buffalo milk, if you drink, it will make you dull.
Interesting.
But also, they say that like whenever we eat or take something from an animal byproduct, some
With the
tendencies
aspect of
you acquire them. Buffaloes are supposed to be very lazy. They're not used for many things.
In Hindi, if you call somebody bhais, then
Yeah.
it's pretty derogatory.
Everywhere it's the same. Telugu also.
Now, the question was, basically the question was, what is the big difference
Yeah.
between one milk or other milk?
Right.
So, because it's a Vedic ritual, since the Vedas decide everything, the Maharshis, see in the Vishnu Sahasranama we chanted that, Yani Namani Gaunani Vikhyatani Maharshivihi. All these names in the Vishnu Sahasranama is a mantra. Vashatkara is a mantra. Vishnu is a mantra. Everything he quotes a Veda. So everything is a Vedic mantra. Because they are all Rishibihi Proktani. So there are two kinds of people. There is a Rishi and there is a Muni. This Veda Vyasa, all these are Munis, Patanjali. They are all the philosophers, Darshanakartas, intelligent people, intellectuals. They are all Muni. By silence they have discovered. But Maharshis are next to only God. So they are Mantradishtas. And they come from all hue.
Yeah.
Like you have women, you have the Aitareya, who's a Kumbhagara who makes pots. All sorts of people are Maharshis. And they are called Mantradrishtas.
They can.
Whatever they say is mantra, basically. So they have actually dictated how these rituals have to be done. And they don't have any preference over this or that. All they are worried is only fact and whether it can propitiate humanity. Since Prajapati has given this knowledge of yajnas, they revived it by seeing the fact of yajnas. Kapala Shastri of Aurobindo, he has written extensively about yajna. Aurobindo himself has written about fire. How worshipping fire can increase your free will. He has made a connection between those two. Fire worship.
So free will does exist then.
Free will is
No, like when you
free will is like if you have like life is like a coin.
Yeah.
Life is a coin. This is free will and this is destiny. What you do will today is your destiny. So you create your destiny with your will. So if there is destiny, then there is free will. If there is no destiny, then there is no free will. What you will is your destiny, right?
So what you want, you manifest, kind
You
of.
manifest.
And that is your free will, and destiny is.
See, when I say Tattvamasi, you are Brahman, you are Ishvara. So you are the one who are creating this world. So you will it. And you enter everything. Just like in your dream. Even the waking state you are doing. That is what the Upanishads is going to teach you, finally. But right now, whatever I say, we are all talking with the mind as the adjunct. And that is not Tattvam. Then we don't get it exactly. The Sarupa we don't get. So when the head goes away, then you are Ishvara. And there cannot be two Ishvaras. There are no two truths. The truth is Advayam. It's only one. That's what Krishna said. I said earlier. Mamayivamso jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. I am Jiva. It is Krishna. So everybody is God. Hence free will is there. If there is life, there is free will and destiny. Free will creates destiny. It didn't start, there is only problem. We cannot put a timeline. We call it anadi. For a time immemorial you have been willing, and time immemorial you are going to manifest your destiny. Without will, how did you come here, right? Everything is done by will. Without will, no action is possible. That's what he says in the Sahasranama. Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupani. First you know that there is a class, then you have will to go there, then you
manifest here.
yes, that is his destiny.
Yeah.
So,
But they also say, right, I'll not take it too long, but even for you to be aware that there's a class, that you have got to be in that orientation, or you have got to have that grace to know that, okay, there's a class going to be held.
no, the simple choice you make, that is free will. Nobody is forcing. She's not saying that you should go to the class. It's your decision. So that is freedom, right? Right there, free will. But free will is only embodied. You cannot just say that I can just change the whole world. It is limited to your conception of what you are. If you think you are Ishvara, then you are actually limiting yourself. That is the whole story.
Bottom line, what Swami says, I am God, you are God. I know it, you don't know.
Right.
That's what Satsai Baba says.
That is what Krishna says to Arjuna. Buhuni te viditani janmani tavaja Arjuna.